At around the same time every single week in our online worship services, you will hear myself or Pastor Drew say words just like this. The mission and ministry of the local church continues throughout everything that's going on around us. Now, if you tune into our worship services, you'll recognize that those words are said when we have a time of offering together, when we bring our tithes, our gifts, our offerings before God and ask Him to bless them. And those words are very true. The mission and the ministry of the local church does continue. It continues in pastoral care. It continues in worship services and preaching and teaching. It continues in our various forms of outreach and partnership in the community through organizations that are helping those who are most vulnerable and most in need. So we've had to continue our work with Barnabas. We've continued our work with IDN, and on Monday this week, if you watched our Keeping Connected video, you saw Pastor Drew interviewing Cheryl, who heads up Memorial's work with IDN. The mission and ministry of the local church continues. And that's why I was really glad and proud and privileged to be invited to be one of 36 leaders in our community who came together today, just this morning, to discuss what it might mean to make Nassau County a more equal place. There were people from all sorts of backgrounds: the business community, law enforcement, non-profit, healthcare, all coming together with their ideas, with their stories of experience, and with their thoughts and hopes and plans for what might be a more equal community for all our people. It was inspiring to be a part of, and it was deeply encouraging that the church, not just Memorial, but many other churches in our community, their leaders were invited to come and be a part of it. I will be an enthusiastic part of a group like that because the mission and the ministry of the church continues regardless of what is going on around us. So how can you engage with that mission and ministry? Well, we said it last week, reach out with a card or a connection point to someone who you're missing. Let them know that you're there. If you hear someone is sick or someone's going through a difficult time, why not reach out and offer to pray with them? Or if you hear of someone who is struggling in our community, maybe you'll show up and bring them some groceries or some food or offer to help them with something that they need done. That's how the mission and the ministry of the local church continues. It's through our hands, it's through our feet, it's through the giving of our time, of our treasures, and of our talent. So as we go into this weekend and we get ready to celebrate Christmas in July and celebrate the greatest gift that was ever given to us, that is Jesus Christ, then I want to ask you to consider what are the gifts that you are bringing to the mission and ministry of the local church, which is ongoing in and through all things, and which I still believe is absolutely the hope of the world. Paul reminds us in his letter to the Ephesians of this. He says, "Now, in Christ Jesus, you, the Gentiles, who were once far off, have been brought near by the blood of Christ. For He is our peace. In His flesh, He has made both groups, Jews and Gentiles, into one, and has broken down the dividing wall, that is, the hostility between us." We've all been called to this ministry of reconciliation, this ministry of recognizing that Christ has made us one with each other. It's my privilege and pleasure to join in on that ministry in our community, and I hope that it is yours too. We look forward to seeing your names rolling in for worship on Sunday morning. It's at 11 o'clock on Facebook Live. If you can't pick it up then, you'll be able to get it on YouTube thereafter, or you'll pick it up maybe in one of our Mac packs. We are glad that we can gather in this way and that the mission and ministry of the local church continues throughout everything that's going on around us. And even more than that, it is vital to what is going on in the world around us. God bless you. Have a great weekend. Wear your masks, wash your hands, stay safe out there. We miss you. We miss gathering together. And we look forward to the day when we can do that again soon. Take care.